Hey, welcome! Today, we're diving into a really cool shortcut to genuine charisma. And here's a hint, it has absolutely nothing to do with telling the best jokes or having the most epic stories. So, let's just jump right in.
So let me ask you something. You ever find yourself in a conversation, maybe you're at a work thing or a party, and you just feel this pressure to be brilliant? To be witty and smart and just, well, interesting? That feeling like you have to perform just to get people to like you?
Well, that exact feeling, it actually has a name. We're going to call it the charisma trap. And it's a super common idea that to be charismatic, you've got to be the star of the show, the center of everyone's attention. But here's the problem with that mindset. It puts all the focus on us. We get stuck inside our own heads, just scrambling to think of the next cool thing to say. And that creates a ton of pressure. And honestly, it almost always backfires. It just makes our interactions feel, forced and kind of fake.
Okay, so check this out. This is the solution, laid out perfectly. The shortcut is all about a huge shift in your perspective. So instead of trying so hard to be interesting, you just focus on being interested. And look at how everything changes. The focus shifts from me to them. The goal isn't to impress people anymore, it's to actually connect with them. And your main action, it goes from talking to listening. It seems so simple, but this one little change is, well, it's everything.
All right, so let's really get into the solution. We're calling it the importance shortcut, and it's a really simple idea that can seriously change how you connect with people forever.
Okay, so here's the absolute heart of it. Real charisma isn't about how great you are, it's about your ability to make other people feel great about themselves. It's the skill of making them feel important, valued, and genuinely seen for who they are. And when you can do that, connection just happens. It's effortless.
Just let that one sink in for a second. True charisma isn't some big performance. It's just a genuine curiosity about the other person. Once you shift your energy to just being interested, all that pressure you felt to perform, it just melts away.
Okay, so the concept makes sense, right? But how do you actually do it? Let's move on and build out a practical toolkit. We're going to look at 3 simple, but trust me, incredibly powerful techniques. Think of them as your new social wizard tricks.
And here they are. You've got the name trick, the favor trick, and the compliment trick. These 3 things are your starting point for making pretty much anyone feel valued and seen. They're super simple, easy to remember, and you can literally start using them today.
Let's break down that first one. A person's name is like the sweetest sound in the world to them. So when you use it in a conversation, you're doing way more than just getting their attention. You're sending this little subconscious signal that says, hey, I see you. You're an individual, and you matter to me right now. It's such an easy way to cut through all the noise and make a real connection.
Now for trick number 2, ask for a moderate favor. I know, this one might sound a little backward, but think about it. When you ask someone for a small piece of advice or a little help, like, hey, could you watch my stuff for just a second? You're basically saying, I trust you. I value your judgment. It builds this instant bond and makes the other person feel capable and respected. It's amazing.
And the final trick. This one might be the most powerful of all. Give genuine compliments. How many times do we think something positive about someone, but we just don't say it? Like, wow, I love your energy, or that was a really smart point you just made. When you actually say those things out loud, you're giving them a gift. You can make someone's whole day and show them that their positive qualities are actually being noticed. So there you have it. We've talked about the trap, we've uncovered the secret, and now you have 3 wizard tricks up your sleeve. But here comes the most important part. Now it's your turn to actually put this all into practice. So let's just recap the big takeaways, right? Your new focus is super simple. Make other people feel important. Your new goal in any conversation is to be more interested, not more interesting. And your new identity, you're a social wizard. You're someone who can create connection, not with magic, but just with genuine human attention.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. Charisma isn't something you're just born with. It is a skill, and it's a skill you can practice. It all starts with a simple choice, to shift your focus. So really, the question isn't whether you can do this, the question is, who will you make feel important today?